And that's where we are with our today's kind of interesting way we look at what Rumi has done. Because if you think about the religion, Rumi was saying that there is in Islamic religion, actually in all the Abraham religions of Judaism, Christianity, and Muslim, we cannot describe God we cannot conceive his form because he's inconceivable, right?
So that's at
that level. So
right.
if Rumi, what Rumi says is that in the fundamentalist Muslim, they say you cannot describe God in any way because he's indescribable. And Rumi says you can describe God because any notion you have of him must be related to him because he's the creator of all your notions.
So there is a relationship.
So there's a relationship.
Right.
But that relationship, Rumi doesn't take it lightly because there's we are not, by being able to have those notions, we are not really understanding God in his entirety. So if you can describe a blue dot from a picture, you're not describing the picture necessarily.
Right.
But because that blue dot exists on the picture, your notion is not improper.
I remember when we were at BSU and Peter Hodges, who is the teacher of the Sufism in the philosophy department, and who actually brought, in conjunction with all of us, but was the spearhead that brought Coleman Barks to Boise last week for his class, specifically for his Sufi class, so that his students could actually embrace what
right.
this incredible poet has been saying for 800 years. And one of the poems that Coleman spoke of was called The Glance. And I was just so moved by that poem because in the poem it actually says that when you meet someone and you look into their eyes, you see connections of universes, of lifetimes, and that somehow scientifically those two, when our eyes meet, that those metaphysically come together and combine in an entire energy field that we have that exists, but we have not put into our present awareness.
So the eyes are windows to the soul.
Exactly.
And our soul is infinite.
Yes.
In the oneness, we are all connected. So if you connect to someone's soul, then you're connecting to the entire universe.
Right. And isn't it amazing if you cannot look into someone's eyes, what that really does mean? Because the real purpose of looking into someone's eyes is to make that connection.
To make that connection.
And become one. So just like what we're talking about today, and talking to our audience today, and bringing them into our oneness, and listening to this incredible music that's just on the side of me here. And Ramin Shahmiri is a local musician, and he plays the tar, which is an ancient
it's a Persian instrument. It's a classic Persian instrument.
Isn't that just perfect?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. And did Rumi have this instrument when at that time? Is that an instrument that would have been around 800 years ago?
I think so. Yeah, this is a very old instrument, so it would have been around at that time. Most of the classic Persian music is around the different. I don't know how the English description of that would be, but I think in some of his poetry he does refer to some of these instruments as well.
So do you have a great poem that we can
let's read one.
And put this put it to music.
One of the things that Rumi always says is, let's shut up and listen. So. Thirst is angry at water, hunger bitter with bread. The cave wants nothing to do with the sun. This is dumb, the self-defeating way we have been. The gold mine is calling us into its temple. Instead, we bend and keep picking up rocks from the ground. Everything has a shine like gold, that we should turn to the source. The origin is what we truly are. I add a little vinegar to the honey I give. The bite of scolding makes ecstasy more familiar. But look, fish, you're already in the ocean. Just swimming there makes you friend with glory. What are these grudges about? You're Benjamin. Joseph has put a gold cup in your grain sack and accused you of being a thief. Now he draws you aside and says, you are my brother. I am a prayer. You are the Amen. We move in eternal regions, yet worry about property here. This is the prayer of each. You're the source of my life. You separate essence from mud. You honor my soul. You bring rivers from the mountain springs. You brighten my eyes. The wine you offer me takes me out of myself into the self we share. Doing that is religion. So as you can see, Rumi is trying to take us away from that knowledge from the outside, from that attachment to the daily things we might do, and are being so close to divine and yet not seeing it. He says, look, you are a fish and you're in the ocean. So just swimming here is glory. Just swimming here is glory.
And in relationship to life, just living is glory.
Just living.
It's a grace that it's a blessing, which is really a blessing that we're actually here to even refer to Rumi, And here is someone 800 years ago that we're pulling into our present moment.
Right.
And look what the work he did. These are just,
these are his books. So just to show you the volume of books he's done. So this is the Masnavi, which is said that he wrote after the disappearance of Shams.
His teacher.
Mm-hmm. So this is all written in rhymed couplets. So this book is, totally filled with these poems that are very long stories. In there's 6 books basically in this Masnavi, and they are each speak to a different aspect of this enlightenment journey.